All right, testing. Let's see. How's everybody doing today? It looks like the audio is good. Video may be good. Let's go ahead and check this out if I can get stuff to work. Go live. And it says we got 5 people here. Not as many as we had yesterday in the first 2 seconds. It was like, I don't know, 300 people in like 2 seconds. So it's good to see things calm down a little bit. All working. Okay, perfect. I go to subscribers only so that we don't have a crazy amount of people that are chatting. Good bro from the Philippines. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. I'm watching wherever everybody's watching from. I appreciate it a lot. Just trying to wake up a bit. How's everybody doing this morning? Really not that much news or that much information. Um, got many things that are happening within um, the crypto market. Yes, we're seeing some positive things across the board for a lot of positions, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Before we get into Terra Luna Classic. Good morning there, man, from the Philippines. A lot of people are watching from the Philippines. Binance announced 1.2% burn tax just now. Are you joking? Like CZ announced it or Binance announced it? Do we think Binance will list Lunic in the US? It's possible, but I mean, it should already be there. I don't understand why it's not. 3 hours ago, it's frustrating when hotels don't have good internet. Who cares about that? We want crypto. Um, if you blame yourself for your misfortunes, you won't be rich. Take ownership yourself. That's not it. This was the 26th, which is yesterday. Yeah. I don't see anything saying that he's announcing the 1.2. They would charge 1.2% on withdrawals to support the community and burn that. Well, yeah, that's on-chain burns. Enjoy the desperate attempt of shorters to short at every Binance announcement, even the good ones. It's true. Do you think Binance? I read that. Let's see. Good evening from Malaysia. Thank you for watching. It's always amazing to hear where people are watching from. I tried it and it worked. I wasn't charged the stupid amount. The withdrawals and deposits they fixed the bug asking for 100K Lunic to withdraw. So what? There's a minimum of 100K Lunic to withdraw. Is this on like Binance? Like, why wouldn't they announce this just on Binance? I know Binance puts out a lot of tweets. Update on deposits and withdrawal fee for Lunic. On chain. I can change this and say it's fixed. Give me a second. Oh, capital S. There we go. Can you check Twitter? Yeah, I'm checking Twitter right now. Let me bring up my screen real quick. I just didn't want to affect anything. So yeah, we got 204 people here, guys. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate you hitting the like button. Why does it say that monetization is off? For some reason, it said monetization is off. Update on deposits and withdrawal fee for Lunic and USTC on Terra Classic. So let's see. Following feedback from our community, Binance will charge the way we credit Lunic and USTC deposits, and charge withdrawals for the Terra Classic network. Deposits. Lunic and USTC deposits to Binance are subject to withdrawal fees charged by other exchanges or platforms where applicable. Binance will apply the 1.2% consolidation fee for all deposits received by Binance before accrediting to users' accounts due to the 1.2% burn or tax burn implemented on Lunic and USTC transactions on the Terra Classic networks. Withdrawals. The users will receive a withdrawal amount minus withdrawal fees charged by Binance and the 1.2% burn. So if anybody tested this, it doesn't say like there's any type of minimum or anything at the moment. But yeah, has anybody tested this? Because I do want to see if maybe Terra Station is showing. Because I'm not going to be able to see if Terra Station is showing the correct volume until like tomorrow. I think tomorrow. We're seeing a little bit more volume in USTC. We should see way more volume than that. And then Luna, we should be seeing way more volume than this. But it is more than what we've seen in the past. 21 billion versus 36 billion. But we should see a lot more volume that flows through there. We should be seeing in the 162 or 100 or 316 million or billion, sorry. That's typically where we hover, is around the at minimum 160 billion, which means we would burn 1.6 billion, about 1.6 billion coins every day. Is this good news? Yeah, it's good news. To have that fixed, that's perfect. That means that this low volume that we're seeing will increase, and it already has increased a little bit, but it will increase for today's volume, meaning that we will see more and more burns that go through. So these Lunic burns should increase more rapidly instead of standing still. But remember, that's only Binance's portion, which is a big portion. It's like 60% of the overall volume. Hey, Matt, coughing again. It's that time of year where I'm getting like, I don't know if it's sickness. I don't think it is a sickness. It's just like I don't know, change of weather. Gets really cold, but then it gets really hot. And then not to mention the fan is in my face and all that stuff. So yeah, it'll calm down. Is this good news? Oh, I read that. It is good news. I just withdrew 2 million and it was correct now. Perfect. That's what I want to hear. Why is there such a hype for the burn? A burn means nothing when the volume is going down again. No, the burn does mean something, and the volume, yes, can be going down, and if you look at it, actually, the volume is up. So for the last 24 hours for Terra Luna Classic, let's go to Terra Luna Classic. For the last 24 hours, the volume is 1.9 billion. If we're seeing this hover in $1 billion level, volume is not down. If we're seeing this hover in 500 million, volume is not down. Volume is down when it's at 100 million, like it was way back when. But right now, at $300 million or $500 million or $1 billion, that's going to burn off quite a bit. So, and it'll come and go. Oops, when I see Matthew is live, um, when I see Matthew is live, when I have been working late, it tells me it's way too late. uh, Hollywood, California time. Yeah. Um, no, but the withdrawal fees of Binance isn't 100 or 10,200 anymore. My God, what happened to Lunic on Binance? It just dropped all of a sudden. So I don't know what you're talking about. It just dropped all of a sudden. Has it decreased from where the position was yesterday? This was at 935, whatever 935 is. September 27th. It's not even at 935. What? This time frame doesn't make sense. Today is September 22nd, and it is 6 a.m. How can this be 9? This is wrong. Is it PM? If it's PM, then it's yesterday. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Matt, are you doing SHIB burn still? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. We're still holding on to things. We're not doing that currently, but we will revisit that. Honestly, I'm not happy with the 0.1%. Sorry about the coughing. Like, what the fuck is this? Not not what we was fighting for. Yeah, true. I agree. What is this new announcement today? Just started watching. So the new announcement is about the withdrawals, the deposits and withdrawals. So it's basically saying that things are fixed with the deposits and withdrawals and getting them through, getting them taxed on Binance at least, and you're seeing the 1.2% happen within withdrawals and um, uh, deposits. Why is it dumping so hard? I don't see it dumping hard. It fell down at one point. I don't know what time that was because this is not the right time. But you're seeing it, slowly decrease, and that's okay. People can take their their investments. People aren't going to hold on forever. It's not. I have never preached or pitched that people should diamond hand this position for the rest of their life. That's not the case. That's not what you should do with any position. You should find a place to where you can invest, make some money, get out of the position. You don't have to get out of the whole position, but get out of some of it. So that's what people are doing. They invested at a low point where it was 0.00018 and it was at 32 and they were like, "You know what? I'm taking my investment." 100%. I understand. It's not about things just like collapsing. You're going to see retracements after large increases. That's just what you see. Um, there's no rhyme or reason besides investors, normal investor movement. The lower, the faster the burns. Exactly. Try wearing a neck scarf to keep you warm, man. Good to see you live wearing one. Try to keep a neck scarf to keep me warm. It's not cold down here. But outside, it's like it keeps changing different weather. I go out and like play golf. It's warm, then it gets cold, and then it gets warm again. It's just off and on. People take their losses, scared to lose more. Yeah, I mean, some people take their losses from the top because just understand that people have to invest at those high points. So when we see it at 32, people have to invest at those points, just like we saw it at 60. They're investing at those points. And when they invest and they're losing, some people hit their stop loss and they sell. Or some people want to protect their profits. So they protect whatever profits they have, taking you know, half their investment or their full investment, but then leaving half in there. Um, that's the way they could be doing it, or they could be taking profit. I mean, there's just so many ways to see retracements that you're going to see some form of retracement. On Binance, in the last 24 hours, the volume of Lunic is 3.19 trillion. And that's like trading back and forth, as in like spot trading as well. So you can't factor that into the burn. I guess the more utility comes back at 5 cent is inevitable. Hey, I love the live streams in the AM. Let's go Lunic. Yes, definitely, definitely, we're all for it. But if you see the rest of the market, yes, we are down today. We're still seeing volume that's up 72% in the last 24 hours. But if you look at the entire market looks pretty positive. We're approaching that 1 billion or 1 trillion mark. And we scroll down, we can see Bitcoin at about 6% up, Ethereum at about 6%, 5.5% up. Let's go to BNB, that's up 4%. Dogecoin is up 2%, 1.6%. Cardano's up 2%. Shiba Inu's up 3%, 4% in the last 7 days. My body feels weird, like I need to stretch. Ooh. Oh. Sometimes you just need to stretch, man. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are up right now. What's new, Matt? I just got here. Again, basically, Binance just fixed their CEX problem with the deposits and withdrawals. So now we should see the 1.2% tax come out from their withdrawals and from their deposits. So that's a good thing. We just need to make sure that the amount of deposits were coming through like before. Even seeing a low of 160 billion coins, we expect to see 1.6 billion burn off there. And if that's all on chain, that's what we want to see. But no word on other exchanges fixing that, having any type of positivity. Let's look for KuCoin. Let's see, 3 hours ago. What is that? No. All set for a party. No, that's not it. Completed the system upgrade. For what? KuCoin futures. Anything on Lunic? 7 hours ago. Do you have any issues with withdrawing and deposits on these platforms here on KuCoin, on Gate.io? Anybody have KuCoin? Anybody have Gate.io? Anybody deposit anything from there? I think I have KuCoin. Maybe I can try and send something over. I got my first Luna airdrop. When's the next one due? That's a good point. I don't know when the next one is due. I'll have to look into it for Luna 2. I don't know. Any news on the other platforms joining the party? Not that I know of. Everything up due to fixed striking on Voyager deal. Fixed striking on Voyager. Crypto exchange FTX wins bankrupt firm's Voyager assets. FTX wins the auction? So then you think you might have all of your assets back? All right, let's see. FTX, a digital asset exchange founded by billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried, won the auction for the assets of bankrupt crypto brokerage Voyager. um, yeah, the agreement is valid at about valued at about 1.4 billion, compromising an additional and consideration worth about 111 million, and the 1.3 billion market value of all the cryptocurrency at the bankrupt platform. According to a statement from Voyager Digital on Monday in New York. Customers will be able to transfer to FTX US platform after the conclusion of the bankruptcy process. Voyager said, adding the purchase agreement will be presented for approval in court on October 19th. The purchase follows. Sorry, I was reading something. The purchase follows. Well, obviously, I'm reading something here, but I was reading a comment. The purchase follows several earlier attempts by FTX to bail out or acquire Voyager. The New York-based platform had about 3.5 million users at the end of March and 1.19 million funded accounts. Voyager filed for bankruptcy protection in July after a failed attempt by that place, Alameda Research, uh, a trading house affiliated with FTX, to bail it out with a revolving line of credit. So that's good. Earlier this year, FTX profited a platform of BlockFi exploring, estimate own more than 50% of FTX, 70% of FTX US, and almost, FTX is in the process of raising 1 billion funding round, according to a source with the deal, which hasn't closed yet or been made public. Okay, now it is. But that's good. If you are a half a penny, you're saying when is it going to get to half a penny? We'll talk about that. But if you're invested on Voyager, that's a great idea, or that's a great news. Not great idea, great news. Because then, as you have your assets that are on Voyager, you now will have access to your Lunic that you had, which is a good deal, right? So the people that had 30, million, 100 million over on Voyager, or however many coins over on a certain platform, you're now able to invest in a lot of these places or move your money. And it's not something where it's like, oh, Voyager's back, let me get my money out of there. It's like, no, now it's FTX. I can keep my money in there, you know? Unless you wanted to move over to Terra Station, then that's a different story. Try gargling some water for your throat. Um, I think we're good. I've tried to do a lot of things, but the problem is that with any type of cough, it gets worse, especially if you're talking for 3 straight hours. So that's usually the main problem. I appreciate that though. Can we build communities or places that can burn Luna? I mean, you can, but it's not going to do more than what the taxes are going to do. So let's just focus on the taxes. If we focus elsewhere and just accept what they have, that means we're accepting less than the 1.2% burn. How could a library wait? How could library versus SEC impact crypto at large? I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Um, Hi Matt, what can you see uh the end of this year the price can hit? So I don't know that yet. Um, I typically would say, and I would keep my prediction around the same. I'm not going to say that everything is happening the way that it's supposed to happen because the on tax burns are not doing the same thing that they should be doing, or the original thing that I thought they were going to be doing because of all of the issues. And then the on chain burns are not doing that, and then off chain burns, they're not even really implementing that besides what Binance has to offer, where it's the 0.1%, which is better than nothing, but it's also not better than their previous proposal, and it's not better than the original 1.2% on everything. So Binance staking rewards have been increased again today for is it for Lunic? 4.7% APY. Matt, Binance was asking if its customers wanted Luna Classic available on Binance US. This is huge news. Have you heard about this? So I have heard about it. I haven't checked into it because I don't have Binance.us. I don't have Binance. Long COVID. That's just how everybody reacts to things. So yeah, I haven't really checked into that at all. And I didn't see anything on Twitter, but maybe they were asking over on their platform, on their Binance.us platform. Matt, thanks for being my form of entertainment for the past 2 weeks. Been loving your channel. Thank you. You make my mornings way more entertaining. I appreciate that. Dino, I appreciate that a lot. Do you think Lunic will dump more? Do I think it will? I think it can. I'm not sure if it will. It all depends. Um, Stop talking and do sign language. Can't do that. Not good at it. Um, at all. Uh, Seriously, you think it's gonna go up? Market makers are coming for you. Like, you think Luna is gonna go up, and you're saying market makers are coming for me, or you're saying um, the crypto market's gonna go up? Let me get back to Terra Luna Classic. I don't know if you answered my question, but what is the end of the year price for Lunic? So no, I haven't. Well, I technically did. I said that my end of the year price for Lunic is staying around the same, but it's probably less of a chance for that happening. My end of the year price was around a half a penny to a penny for the end of this year. However, things are not going the way that we all hoped for it to go, or even for my minimum impact for it to go. The fact that they're having so many issues with on chain burns and how much will be affected there, I knew that the amount that we would burn is somewhere around 1 to 4 billion. However, we're not seeing that 1 to 4 billion. Um, that could be burned every single day because of the deposit and withdrawal problems. So, with that issue, it makes it difficult to see what that prediction can be because the on chain burns vary. The off chain burns also will vary because we don't have any exchanges doing that right now. Why is Lunic falling apart? It's not. It's not falling apart. Why do people believe that a decrease or a a retracement is falling apart? It's not at all. Lunic is more stable than ever. I mean, it has the burn tax in place. Yes, it's not burning in every single area that it should be, but it's here. The off-chain burns. Yes, we don't have Binance confirming that we're going to do the 1.2%, but doing 0.1% is still something. I'm not saying that is the best thing because obviously the best thing would be 1.2%. Here's Pat the Futter again. Oh, that's why he's saying that. Matt, please check Edward's post on Twitter about Luna Classic path to recovery. Post on the 6th of September. It will bring a lot of clarity to the community and it might stop the FUD. So, yeah, I have seen that plenty of times as path to recovery. We actually talked about that live. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I know all about that. But I think there's with his path to recovery, we have to see certain things play out the right way. Um, I'm hoping that we can see an aggressive level of burning with the exchanges. And it's not about burning just to make people money. Yes, people will make money from this, and it's great to be able to see that. But it's not only about the money there; it's about turning Terra Luna Classic into a project that we can all love again, and hopefully have a stronger form of security. That's really the idea around it. Create new utilities, create new use cases. That's what we want to see. Um, but right now, we're not seeing that. You know, it's going to take some time. They're scared to lose money. It seems that way. I have you playing in the background while I'm at work. I missed that. Never miss a live stream. Keep killing it, Matt. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Hopefully work goes well. Hopefully work goes well every day. You know, I don't really like when I like say if I get a job and I don't like what I'm doing. Um, I want to make sure that I love what I'm doing, and obviously, most people that are going into their profession love it somewhat what they're doing, but probably more of the repetitiveness doesn't really sit with them well, or the people around them don't really sit with them well. So, hopefully, your days at work go smoothly, and you love what you're doing, and listening to me is not just like the best part of your day. It's not a distraction in any way. I want to make sure that people focus on what they have to do, their jobs and all that stuff. So um, it's about keeping this world running. Why are people complaining about how low the about the low price? Volume has been higher and it's cheaper to buy in. Exactly. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. 80% of people in here is here because they want to make fast money, know nothing about the market candles, etc. Yeah, 100% that people are here to make money out of the deal because it's about um, you know making yourself richer. That's great. But the point is that I want to instill a different like mindset in people, right? I want to make sure that they know that selling everything is a way to say, hey, I'm here just for the money. Um, seeing this increase to higher and higher levels and grow in value and be a part of something that's way bigger than just holding on to it until you hit a dollar, right? Because it may end up going a lot higher than a dollar. And people that invest for bigger and better reasons than just to make $1 million right away end up making more money out of the deal because they aren't focused on making that money, right? I'm focused on making a certain portion in the beginning and then turning Terra Luna Classic into something that's a lot larger. It seems like my voice is about to give out. Um, and if you're focused on that, guaranteed you will have success. It's not about worrying about what the price is, it's about supporting a cause that's a lot bigger. And once you do that, you guarantee you'll have some success. It's not about the next person to get rich. Matt, can you explain how rewards are calculated in Terra Station, please? So I don't know how the rewards are fully calculated, but all I know is I go through different places and try and calculate the rewards, which they're ever changing. They keep changing. So as I was making my spreadsheet, I noticed that I would go back and retest it, and it would be 35%, it would be 32%, it would be 20%, it would be 14%, and some days it would be 20%. So it's like it goes back and forth, left and right, up and down, just everywhere. Guys, we have 600 people here and we have 200 likes. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. What do you think of Shiba Inu this year? I'm not sure about Shiba Inu this year. I'm still holding my Shiba Inu position, but I'm not sure about that. When's $1 coming around realistically? I mean, I still have my mindset. When I stick to a goal, or when I have a goal, I stick to a goal. I understand how it could be adjusted depending on what does take place. Um, but right now, I'm saying within 1 to 2 years, that's when we see that dollar realistically. Um, that's when I expect it. Someone else says 2 to 3 years. Understandable. Um, when the price is lower, less people are interested in Luna Classic. It's better when it's going up slowly. So when the price is lower, it's not less people are interested. Less people want to buy. But the lower the price is, the easier the impact when it comes to buying. When you do see buying that 60% buying versus 40% selling, you can see more of an impact when the price is lower than you would if the price is higher. So that's a good thing if we are at a lower market cap. Let's say if we get to a $1 billion market cap and start increasing, we're going to see a lot more volume. $2 billion, $3 billion worth of volume that flows through it because people like to buy on green days. And the longer the green days happen, the longer the volume ends up happening and the more burns we're going to end up seeing. So it's all a mental game, and I agree with you that people do get a little bit less interested when it is at a lower price. But the point is that the price will rise for a longer period of time, and it will rise with more volume. So there's a lot that goes into it. Followed you on Instagram, beautiful family. Thank you. I haven't posted on Instagram in a while. I do need to post on Instagram more. I learn a lot watching your videos, more than I do at work. Yes, you're better than being at work and listening to that BS. Well, sorry that you have to you deal with that stuff at work. Hopefully, work can get better because you always want to, especially where you're spending the most of your life. Because if you're working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, sometimes people are working 60 hours a week. Um, you have to love what you're doing. And there's some people that absolutely love what they're doing, but I can't take a lot of the stress that comes with other people changing up decisions or changing up projects that you have to do. It's just way too much. And then the lack of appreciation that comes with it. No, I working for different jobs. I noticed their level of appreciation, and their level of appreciation in the beginning was great, and then it starts to dial down as you start to get into the thick of things, as you start to become a normal face around the company. Yeah, appreciation just goes out the window usually. Only 3K Lunic in 5 days for rewards. How much do you have? Because I've been getting quite a bit. Let me see how much I have. So I have 106,000. Now I know that's definitely lower because I was at 91. I think 2 days ago. It might have been, or it might have been yesterday actually. But either way, I'm still at 100,000 that I've gained. Um, in Terra Station with 20.3 million. I'll have to check the rewards and see what my level is at because I think it's decreased. Think ETH will keep running? Probably not. The best part of waking up is having Folgers in my cup. Good thing I didn't sing that because that would be demonetized. You're saying 1 cent by Christmas? That would be amazing. Matt is tired today. Pretty tired. But also my voice seems to be giving out. I don't know why. What's your prediction? Can we go to point? Can we go to 10 cents this year? I don't think we'll be at 10 cents this year. Then you end up buying more at 0.0002 or under when it dumped recently. So yeah, I bought a little bit more in order to. It was just a small bit, like I had not even a lot, to where I put it into uh, a different delegation. So I delegated to Lunatics token, 250,000, which that's pretty much it. But yeah, I didn't end up buying like the level that I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy about $1,000 or $2,000 worth and then sell some for a quick gain, but I didn't end up doing that because I ended up buying some Krill coin or Krill token, and now I have 10,000 Krill token. If you didn't notice, I went all in, and that's the level that I want to get to. I'm not gonna buy any more there. Matt's tired. Where are these energy drink sponsors? I don't know. Where are they? They're not here. Everyone thinks everyone thinks it will be a millionaire because they are holding 2 to 3 million Lunic. I own at the moment over 200 million, and I'm still trying to buy the dips whenever I can. they will be uh, there will be many circles, guys. Please be patient. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so 200 million, obviously you can make moves and become a millionaire faster or make decent amount of money faster to sit on whatever you have left. But know that we're not all just going to sit on what we have. Take some profit as time goes on, and you'll see the rewards come in. Yeah, Happy Caddy Crypto and Terra Rebels fixed the reward system. Validators were saying like of 50,000 on rewards, and now they're saying 41. Okay, so now it's looking like out of 100, so it's looking like it's like 41% for all nodes, 41% for BTC secure. Let's see. Let's do it by voting power. Smart stake, we're looking at 39%. So KuCoin 20%. Lunic DAO 38%. Binance just changed Lunic withdrawal limits. What are the withdrawal limits? Tell me what they changed it to, because I can't get into Binance. Let me know. Hey Matt, good to see you. Do you work out? I try to. Every time I tell myself, hey, go ahead and work out, I end up recording something for either Patreon or YouTube or something like that. So I try to work out as much as possible, but um, it's very difficult to. I can't say it's difficult to find the time because it can take only 30 minutes. It's just I end up doing something completely different. So as of late, I've been working out a little bit more because I've been doing my speed training, but then I stopped with the speed training after 30 days because I wanted to do to see how fast my my swing can get, my golf swing, and then also how far I can hit the golf ball. Um, and hitting it farther, definitely stronger, but yeah, I work out. Matthew, let's talk about my team being your exclusive sponsor management, okay? No. Uh does New Luna get minted to pay? I mean, it's always possible for any type of sponsor, but I want to have a manager to manage my sponsors. Unless it's somebody that I know that's close to me that I can um have reach out to different brands and stuff. Good morning, Matt. Thanks for for always posting good content. If you think $1 is possible in 2 years, are you counting burns from all CEXs? Confused from your $11 video. $11 or 11 year? Confused from your $11 video. What's the $11 video? Uh, I spent 47% of my capital doing dollar cost average for Lunic from 0.0003 till 0.0002. Yeah, please, do you think I should buy some more to increase my chances of earning? You want to find the best point. I mean, right now it's still at a higher point. Um, no. Yeah, the reason why I'll say no is because like you're saying sponsor management, as in let's hire an outside group to manage my sponsors. I would say no, but Mr. Beast got an offer from Reed to manage, and Jimmy's life changed. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I know that Mr. Beast and how many views he gets and managing those sponsors makes sense. But for me, I'm gonna leave it as is, and I'll figure it out myself. But I do appreciate the offer. I really do. I'm not saying no as any form of disrespect, saying that you can't do it. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that I want to be able to do that myself and get the sponsors that I need, that I feel are best for me. So whenever I do get sponsors, you'll know that it was either by myself or with my family that helps out. If I choose to hire one of them, if I end up making enough money off of YouTube itself to hire somebody to do that portion of the job, that would be great. Hey Matt, can you explain the math, how much we would be burning with Binance off chain, and how they're going to burn per week, how much they're going to burn per week? So, yeah, my math for this on how much Binance will be burning, I will get into. Richard, thank you for that super chat. I definitely will get into that in a few seconds. But the way that I see this is if you have the 1.2% for total burns of 500 million, this is what you would see that would burn off yearly, which one year you would burn off the entire supply at the 1.2% with 500 million. Now, if you also see that, and that's daily volume of 500 million, which we can see. If you see 1.2% with 500 million and 25% of holders, so 25% of the overall 500 million at 1.2%, then you would see it take 4 years to play out. But if you have the 0.1% fee, they're going to be burning daily 1.6 billion, which is okay. It's more than the on-chain burns right now, not more than the on-chain burns should be, but more than the on-chain burns currently. 1.6 billion. It'll take 11 years for this to play out. Now, if you add this to the on-chain burns, and we're seeing 1.6 billion in total, we would basically split that in half, and we would be looking at 5 years for that to play out. Now, if the on-chain burns increase, or this percentage increases somehow, some way, or other exchanges come on and decide to do the 1.2% and not just 0.1% fee, then you're going to see so much more that goes through, and we're going to see less time, maybe 3 years, maybe 2 years. But that's where my mindset is. We have ourselves to blame for the low burns. We scream 1.2% burn, yet MEXC is still doing them until some point in October. Instead of going there to trade, we sit and wait for someone else to get us to the penny. That's true. That's true. We would have to, we already know where Binance's head is. And since we know where Binance's head is, we should all be moving to a place that does offer the 1.2% burns. And since you are withdrawing, you're now going to include the 1.2% burn if you withdraw to MEXC. So since now you can send it directly to MEXC, you would have the 1.2% burn happen when you send it there, and then you would have the 1.2% burn happen, when you sell it. So maybe I'll be moving to MEXC. I mean, I was planning on just doing the burn myself, but I think you're right. I mean, we have MEXC that's out here doing the 1.2% burn, and we're sitting here hoping that Binance implements something. In order to send a message, he just needs to see his everything decrease. He needs to see the liquidity decrease. He needs to see that we're serious about this 1.2% burn. And if he's going to keep offering us BS proposals, then I mean, I know people are happy about it. People are like up in the air and they're like, "Oh, this is absolutely fantastic." 0.1% fee. The fact that they have some sort of middle ground is amazing. This is worse than what we saw with the first proposal. He knew that we were going to hit 25% of holders, and he knew that he would have to implement the 1.2% tax for those holders and people that are for 25% of volume. And that 25% of volume could be 1.8 trillion per year that you end up burning off, and that'll be 4 years that end up taking place, plus the on-chain burns. He doesn't want to implement that. So he's trying to avoid it as best as possible and completely change it. This is worse than what we had before. You're too greedy, man. I'm too greedy. Matt doesn't listen to old Tom Collide. What? I mean, I'm listening. um so I'm not greedy. I'll tell you that. Average volume 500 million. If there's a price action, it can be it can be more. And by the way, it's only Binance right now at 738 million. Understandable. It's only Binance right now at 730 something million, but they hold 60% of the volume. 60% of the volume. That means that 40%, you're like, oh, well, it's only Binance. You're going to add less than double what we're seeing here. So if you're looking at 500 million, you're only doubling it to add the rest of the activity. The rest of the activity is going to be, and you know what? We have 10% that flows through TerraStation at the 1.2%, so that's great. But Binance is doing 60% of the volume here, so total 70% is now held up, and including a burn tax. But we have 30% that's not doing anything, and they're not even announcing anything, not telling us anything. They're doing stuff with the on-chain burns, I think, but not with the off-chain burns. So I'm not greedy. The community is asking for something, and we're telling you. I tweeted Celsius Energy for you, and said when YouTuber Matthew Perry sponsorship. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. um, but yeah, I think what we're looking at is we're looking at a community that now is settling for worse. Why are we settling for worse? Like, I'm not trying to create any type of controversy at all, but it seems as though CZ just really doesn't want to do the 1.2% burn, um, because he keeps pushing you onto something else. Hey, Matt, people are doing the math with a 0.2% tax because the seller pays 1% and the buyer also pays 1%. Is this true? No. Yeah, so you got to do it by the daily volume. People are doing it by, it's like, oh, well, it's going to be a 0.2% tax because of the fact that you have a buy and a sell every position. The point is that we don't care about whether it's buying or selling right now. We care about the total amount of volume. If you have the total amount of volume and you have 0.1% that goes through with that buy in that volume in that day, you may have the sell happen in another day, but it's still consolidated within that volume. So it's volume to volume. It's not whether they see 0.1% and another 0.1%. If we factor all of that in, it will be the most confusing thing in the world. Let's just look at volume, because there's a lot of buys, there's a lot of sells within that volume day. And then we look at the other day, and there'll be a lot of buys and a lot of sells in the next day. So that's the way we need to look at it. Again, if we look at it the other way, people will just get confused and start looking at things that don't need to be looked at. If we all went to an exchange that burns, we would burn more than Binance. Yeah, that's true. 100% true. I got the fast thumbs on the the fastest thumbs on the West when paying attention. Stop the negativity, please. I expect you to encourage people, not saying such. I think like the person you say you are, greedy, please. I think I think like the person you say you are, greedy. I don't get what you're saying here. Are you saying that I am greedy? Stop with the negativity. I expect to encourage people, not saying such. Not understanding. Sorry. Maybe there's just run on sentences there or commas that need to be put in place. I don't know, but I'm not reading it right. Why is CZ concerned about the whales bag when day traders will be burning the most of the volume? So day traders will be burning a lot of it when you add up the day traders, yes. But when you talk about during the day, whales are what create the day traders, right? If you don't see whales that go in and out of positions, day traders are not going to do anything. So he's concerned about the whales because he wants whales to hold on their platform and want to sell and buy more on their platform and all of that. If I was CZ, I would delist Lunic because you, Matt, greedy, never happy, bro. Chill. I'm very happy. But if we ask for a 1.2% burn and you settle for 0.1%, that's like you valuing your business at $10 million and accepting $500,000 from somebody to buy your entire company. Like your business is worth 10 million. It's about the idea. You understand that the community, what the community wants is 99, we want to burn off 99% and get back to a level. It's not about just burning. It's about so much more. The project can have so much utility, you know. Um 1.2% is too much. He's right. Why is it too much? There are coins that function on way higher of a percentage than that. Like I don't want to turn this community into something like what we have seen with Shiba Inu, right? To where there's so much arguing to where either CZ is right or wrong, and he's even saying he may be wrong. And if he's coming out and saying that he may be wrong, it's not about turning the community against one another. And maybe if you're the one questioning whether 1.2% is actually what we should see, maybe you're not actually a part of the community. Maybe you're a person that is outside the community and just, you know, wants to see smaller gains than what we see and also don't care about the utility, right? Maybe you're one of those people. And that's what I'm going to start to think. If people start commenting like that, that's the way that I'm going to think, is that you're not a part of it. But I don't know, because I don't want to divide the community. I don't want to, and I'm not going to. So I actually agree with Matt. The CEXs are basically controlling Lunic. We as a community voted on the tax. They don't have a say in what tax we put on it and what we are willing to put on it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I don't understand. If the community has voted 99% and said, look, we want this to happen, then why are we not seeing this happen on CEXs? I understand that you don't want to drive business away from your exchange, but it's one position out of all of the other positions that you hold, all the other positions that are on your platform. You know, it's not just Lunic. So why are you looking at Lunic so heavily, as in Lunic controls the outcome of your exchange? Because if it does control the outcome of your exchange and you see Lunic that drops in value, then how the hell does that benefit you? Right? I don't understand CZ's thought process. I think in this case, he may be wrong here. But that's just me. I'm going to say that's just me. Um, I will be happy, at an actual middle ground. An actual middle ground would be, hey, you know what? We can't do 1.2%. We can do under 1.2% though. We can do 0.6%. Meet halfway. Halfway. We're happy with that. I'll be happy with it. It can work. You know. What do you think about Binance's latest tweet? What's their latest tweet? Let's check. It's a brand new tweet. No fiat, no problem. At least that's the theory. Is this it? Or is this one right here? Update on deposits and withdrawals, draw fee for Lunic and USTC on Terra Classic Network. I think I was just looking at that. Yeah, I was just looking at that. This one right here. This is basically just talking about how things are fixed. So hopefully we see more of the on-chain burns that are happening. How you doing? How you doing? Just joined live stream. Sorry if you have answered this. Notice Lunic is in the red. Do you think where was this at? I just do you think this is just people taking profit, or do you think we will bounce back? So I think people are taking profit. If you see a gain that's from 0.00018 up to 30, yes, you're going to see people take profit. I mean, if you gain anything more than like 30%, people will take profit. You damn near gained 100% there. So people are going to take their profit and they're going to say, you know what, I'm happy with this gain. And they'll take that gain. And it would have been an amazing gain if I would have put $1,000 in there and gained a little bit more, gained close to $1,000 from that. I would have taken it and I would have been happy. But I didn't end up making that move. I was planning on it, but I didn't. We have to reduce the supply drastically to repeg and pay back the 10 billion in debt. Yes, you do. So you have to reduce both supplies. And the crazy thing is, it wouldn't be 10 billion. As Terra Luna Classic is decreasing their supply, USTC is also decreasing their supply. So obviously, we're not going to see any off-chain burns that are happening for USTC. They're not even bringing that into the conversation. It's really just Lunic that they're doing this 0.1% right now. eToro just added 0.6% burn. Now, that's great. That's perfect. And that's off-chain or just total. In my opinion, the biggest misunderstanding. Sorry, I need to get back to some of these super chats. We voted for the 1.2%. It's our money. We burn, but this exchange says no. I won't let you. Yeah, that's what we don't understand. We voted for it. They should live by that. We all voted for the 1.2% burn and agreed. We are not asking for anything more or anything less. I don't know why people are calling you out for being greedy. I don't know. They say that a community is never happy for what they're given. And I would be happy if we're given what we asked for. You see how I'm not saying, hey, we should see more burns that are happening on chain, or we should see more than the 1.2% burn that's happening on chain. That's because 1.2% is the level that it should be. I'm happy with that. What I'm not happy with is the fact that deposits and withdrawals are paused and you're not able to actually make those deposits or withdrawals. So that's a big problem with the on-chain burns. But it's not saying that I'm greedy. We expected 1 to 4 billion, and we should get that. We should get whatever the normal calculation is, but factoring in the 1.2% on the normal volume that we see. And this volume that we're seeing now is not normal. When it comes to the off-chain stuff, if we're not getting what we asked for, yeah, of course people are going to be upset. Of course I'm going to be upset. 1.2% is what we asked for. Let's get 1.2%. That's the only way that you get things applied. And then when it comes to the point to where it actually gets applied and they hear all the voices that are out there, those same voices are like, yeah, now it's happening. Great that this is happening. This is the best thing. And they don't say, oh, you know what, Matt, we appreciate your efforts for, making your voice known, and putting the 1.2%, ahead of everything else and making sure you stick to your guns here. Um, they don't say anything about it, and it's dumb, right? They're quick to say that people are greedy, but then when they get something that benefits them in a big way, they don't say thank you to the people that are actually out here taking fire from the same person that said that you're being greedy. Like, it's ridiculous. Shiba is looking good right now. Yeah, Shiba is definitely looking like they have a plan, which is way better than where they were. Except the community seems to be coming after people for no freaking reason. Um, I think it's because they may not have anything else to do. I don't think you read my super chat. Sean, did I not read your super chat? Is it a $2 super chat? Yeah, because I skipped through the chat. Um, this is Killer Aussie Gaming. What do you think about Binance's latest tweet? I read that one. J Rod, I read that one. Hold yeah. See that if it's less than a $5 super chat, it doesn't pop up at the top, so I won't see it if I skip through because it only pops up in the chat. Hold 3 million Lunic, holding till $1. Your advice. Um, if you're holding 3 million Lunic, you shouldn't expect to gain the same amount as somebody that's holding 30 million or 50 million or something. Yes, you can gain life changing amounts of money as long as you play it the right way. And what you want to do in the end is just have some. Have some in the end, that you can hold and be comfortable with, and maybe stake and gain some passive income with, right? Um, my only advice would be to find places to where it would be best for you to take profit. If you only invested $1,000 into it, or $2,000 into it, or whatever you ended up investing into it, um, you want to make sure that you're taking your initial investment at some point. You're taking, um, you know, some life changing money that will change, maybe your financial situation. And then you obviously have some left over for, literally game changing amounts of money, to where now you can invest with that money. You can have passive income for like life, I guess. Um, that would be my advice to have there. I'm going into action today, selling all 40 million, and will rebuy at MEXC today. So I'm taking one for the team. Well, that's amazing. If you sell all of it, or I mean, if you just send it to MEXC, you're going to see the on-chain burns happen. So if you send it directly from where you are to, unless you bought in MetaMask. If you bought in MetaMask, then you can't really send it. You have to sell in order to buy it on the Terra network anyways. But if you're on like Binance or on KuCoin, and you can send it Terra network to Terra network, um, then you will implement the 1.2% burn no matter what. Boycott Binance. I don't know if, yeah, I mean, if that's the play that people want to make, then that's great. I gotta get this guy out of here. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why you get all these damn scammers that come over here, and how they subscribe to me. Can I make the comment section subscribers only? I can make the comment section subscribers only, right? Um, yeah, let's see if we could do that. Because if I could do that in videos, then that would be good. It still would. You still would have some scammers and stuff. Wait, so Graham Stephan interviewed Mr. Beast? I'm gonna have to watch that later. I hate going on YouTube and seeing something that I like because then it automatically like I save the video and I have to watch it and then spend I have to watch. Sometimes I watch it on like 2x speed. Um, but yeah, can I do a subscribers only comment section? That would be freaking amazing. I think you can. It is already subs only. Not the chat in here. I'm talking about for videos that I create. Like if I have a video, can I do subscribers only content there? This is the brightest screen I've ever seen in my life. Why is Lunatics dumping? Lunatics is dumping? Let's look at Lunatics token. Lunatics is up today. It's at 0.000005. It's up today. I think they need more exchanges, and they're obviously working on a lot of that, but they're still giving rewards, still offering burns, all those things that they want to do. And it's just right now, maybe you'll see this take off in like an up market, but currently you're not seeing that. So it's not dumping. Let me see if I can. Dude, read my super chat. What are you talking about? I read your super chat. I read your super chat, Sean. I don't know if you heard me do that, but I read it about the dollar. About advice. You're holding 3 million. I gave my advice. And if you want me to truly see it, it's very difficult for me to see every single $2 super chat that comes through because I don't see every message that comes through. And a $2 super chat or less than $5 super chat comes up in the chat itself. If I could fix it, I could fix it, but I can't. So it comes up in the chat itself, which means that it's like a regular chat. And if I see it, obviously I'll read it quick. But if I don't see it because I pause the chat and it skips to the bottom, I won't know. So I answered it already. Lunatics has a working validator and so much more happening over the next couple of weeks. New announcement from Binance. Yes. Basically, the deposits and withdrawals are fixed. Yeah, I don't think you can go to subscribers only. And maybe if you go into detail. There's got to be something. Comments. Allow all comments. Hold potential spam. Comments and rating. Allow all comments. Hold potential inappropriate comments for review. Increase strictness. Experiment. All right, so I'm going to have to click that every single time. I could disable comments, hold all comments for review. I mean, that could be, if this doesn't work, so what I will do, right? So I'm going to post videos and then I'm going to make sure I increase strictness. Now, increase strictness does not work. I will hold all comments for review and then I will review the comments and look at them later as the video. The problem is that I post so many videos that you may have, I don't even know how many comments I have on a video. I may have to go through like a bunch of comments to approve them. But if that's what it calls for, that's what I'm going to do. I literally will hire somebody to do that. Exactly. I'm just decided to be there. Jerome Powell will speak this morning specifically about crypto. Perfect. Great. See all these gains go away. Every gain that you're seeing here, boom, poof, it's all gone. Thoughts on crypto? Everybody should just buy Lunic. No, everybody shouldn't just buy Lunic. You got to buy. Disabling all comments wouldn't be good because you need it for the algorithm. Was it the same Dingleberry that was talking smack yesterday, Matt? Um, you're talking about for the for the SHIB community, or you're talking about for something else? Matt, do you think lunatics will be something in the near future? So I think lunatics will be something in the future as long as they find a way to adapt. You have to adapt. That's the idea in the crypto market. You have to adapt to everything that happens here, um, and I think they will find a way to do that. Matt, is there a validator on Terra Station that if we stake the staking funds found get automatically burned? I believe Lunic DAO does a burn with their staking rewards, or at least a portion of it. Matt, if they repeg USTC, is that good news for Lunic? At a certain rate, yes. If they repeg USTC and we see like maybe this supply burned down less than a trillion before that, then yes, I think that's a good idea. But it's going to be tough if we repeg USTC before Lunic even gets to a point where it has a potential chance to get to a dollar. Then it ends up being very very tough because then your security blanket, which is Lunic for USTC, is not there, right? Tara, anything you can tell us without Trev, anything you can tell us without Watergate starting? Do you hold Luna T in your MetaMask? And if yes, on what network? So I hold Luna T on BNB network. It's in MetaMask. I do have a lot that's staked. I can't show you that because that's not the right thing. Let's go here and then we'll go here. So yeah, I hold Luna T here on MetaMask, which is what 61 million on MetaMask. Now I have 90 million over in uh, their staking platform. So yes, I hold it in MetaMask, and it's on the Binance Smart Chain Network. Did you hear about USD Max? It is in pre-sale for 5 cents, and it will be listed for $1 after 2 weeks. Can I trust this? I don't know. I would say if you do, don't put all your eggs in that basket. You never know what could happen. Anything could happen. But what I can tell you is that if you are going to trust it with a very small portion of your portfolio because it may not work out for you. Do you like Lana Rhodes? I mean, she's okay as a content creator. I watch a lot of uh, Impulsive and Mike Malak. So yeah, with Binance taking steps in the right direction, could you see them implement a better structure than what they are offering? Um, I see them doing that, but it's only with pressure. I think if you apply pressure to see that people are going elsewhere with the 1.2% burn, then it's something that benefits them to have that. But if people are not going elsewhere, and that's a whale. I got 4 million. Well, of course, I'm an ambassador, so yes. Hey Matt, would you take out all your Shiba and throw it in Luna? Would I? Um, I don't think so. I mean, I can, but I don't think I would. If I would take everything out of Shiba, it would just take it out and just put it aside. I don't think I would just throw it into Lunic because right now because I have cash to throw into Lunic. I could throw, tens of thousands into Lunic right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because I know what I invested in. I invested at the bottom. I bought at an extremely low price. My cost basis is extremely low, and I will never increase that cost basis. So that's where I stand. It's actually even lower because now that I'm up $5,000 and we're seeing this many, um, uh, well, I'm up $5,000. Well, I was up 6,000, but now I'm up $5,000, and I'm seeing that I have this much left on the table, which is 44 million or so. I mean, technically, I'm up a little bit more, but still, I think that I wouldn't decide to just sell my Shiba Inu to buy Lunic. If I was going to sell Shiba Inu, it's because I don't believe in Shiba Inu anymore, and I would get out of it. Why do you believe so much in Shiba? Um, Shiba itself has a great message behind it. The ecosystem, not really that much. I'm glad that they're starting to maybe turn things around a little bit, but only time will tell if they're actually going to do that. Because we want to see burns, but we also want to see utility that goes through Shiba Inu, and we have no utility for Shiba right now, but we can build utility for Shiba. I think it's definitely late, but better late than never for the ecosystem to build it. And it seems like every other place that creates anything related to helping out Shiba Inu is not supported by this ecosystem, and that sucks. But if they create something that actually can be a use case for Shiba Inu, then I'll be all for it. And if people can start to utilize maybe Shibarium when that does launch, maybe as a play to earn game while launching through Shibarium, play to earn and play to burn game, we will take that any day of the week. You recommend me investing in Lunix since Do Kwon outside Korea? Do you recommend me investing in Lunic? You find the best place to invest in Lunic. I recommend that anybody gets into Lunic. It's just you got to find the right spot. I missed your half conversation. What's going on? Can you briefly tell me, Matt? So basically, it's Binance. Binance has an announcement to where they talked about USTC and Lunic, and the deposits and withdrawals have been fixed to where now you're going to see the 1.2% come out of deposits and withdrawals in an accurate way, and you won't be limited to. I think they do have a withdrawal limit, but I don't know what that withdrawal limit is. How will the John Richmond fashion help Shiba Inu? Just saw John Richmond tweet promoting Shiba Inu. They're not going to help it really, unless they decide to take some of their NFT sales and burn off the coin, or you're able to, even if you're able to pay with Shiba Inu, it's still buying a depreciating asset for an with an appreciating asset. And you don't want to buy something that depreciates with something that appreciates. It's not like I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, you know what? Let me buy this candy bar at the store. Here's my house. Like, that's not what I'm going to do, right? My house is going to appreciate. That candy bar I'm going to eat in 2 seconds. Like, that's not what I want. I wouldn't eat it in 2 seconds. It'd probably take me maybe like 2 minutes or something. But still, the point is that it's going to be gone in a matter of minutes, and the house is still going to be standing at a higher value, in the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So you got to create utility that's actually utility, right? Play to earn games are great forms of utility, right? You can have payment structures within another asset, and that's a form of utility, like with Ethereum, where you're buying NFTs that can appreciate an asset, appreciate in value, and can depreciate in value as well, but has the ability to do one or the other. So you're buying that, appreciating asset with this other appreciating asset. So that's what you want to see, is the utility for cryptocurrency. And the utility for cryptocurrency mainly hovers for me around the metaverse until I find a better form of appreciating assets. If you can buy real estate with it, actual real estate with it, then I will take it. Imagine that, developing a whole real estate company to where you're investing via cryptocurrency is absolutely huge. You have your own cryptocurrency. They have to transition to that cryptocurrency in order to buy this real estate, to buy the properties under your real estate company, which is a very smooth transition. It's just something you really don't have to worry about. You're getting loans instead of through banks. You're getting loans through cryptocurrency companies that hold so much value, and you don't have to worry about the limitations of a bank that you would have. So that may be a good option to end up seeing, more of a real estate side of things. See, greedy. Leave the chocolate alone. I love chocolate. I haven't had chocolate in a while, but I need to dial it back because um, trying to slim down for winter. Uh, Matt follows a lot of YouTubers. I do. Um, I show up in comment sections and you don't even know that I'm there. I was just in Claybo's live stream. I listened to him when I was driving and heard him speak about me. I stopped and commented and said and agreed with his take, but nobody would know that I'm listening at those times. I try and listen and watch a lot of YouTubers when it comes to crypto and stocks and all of that. Um, and just show up from time to time. And even ones that are brand new, that have less subscribers, that have 1,000 subscribers or 500 subscribers or 100 subscribers, I'll show up and be like, yeah, great video you had here, great take. You should have more of a following. I'm all for supporting people and their dreams of growing on YouTube. I'm not here to teach you how to grow on YouTube unless we go through Patreon. I can teach you how to grow on YouTube and how to make YouTube videos, how to set yourself up, for success there. But it's up to you on how successful you are. um, but yeah, I love supporting fellow creators. Matt is why everybody's Matt. Why is everybody claiming to be an expert on Lunic? They think people will listen to them. Everyone is willing to take a chance on Luna Classic. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of people that feel like they're experts. I'm not an expert on Lunic. I'm not an expert on anything. I have degrees, but I still wouldn't say I'm an expert in even being a financial analyst or being an accountant, right? There are always people that know more than I do. I've been removed from, being an accountant for like at least 4 years. Been removed from being a financial analyst for a number of months, about what, 7 months now. So yeah, I mean, there's always something new that people will learn, a new program or whatever. Bro, I was listening to you as I was driving home from work. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. It's always great to have something to listen to. Whenever I'm in the car, I notice that I don't listen to anything. I love to talk to the children or talk to Erica, and I don't think I think that they don't like me to talk to them because I just say silly things when I just come up with things out of nowhere. Or I love to talk about random things, anything in the world, and just have a full conversation. So obviously, the kids don't want to do that. They want to focus on whatever book they have in the back, sticker book or whatever, and it's just whatever. So if I put on something that I can listen to, then we're good. But the problem is the things that we have to listen to while the kids are there are like Disney songs and stuff. So it's great. Keenan Grace is my go-to for stocks. I haven't listened to him in a while, but I've definitely listened to him a couple of times. I think he was mad at me at one point for like making a certain video saying that he was wrong about Shiba Inu, I think. Yeah. And it was just about the overall supply numbers, but it wasn't saying like, oh, you're wrong, your content's horrible. I like his content. I like the fact that he's helping people gain money in his Patreon. I like the fact that he teaches people things. So yeah, Um, Matt is a guru. I will drive with you so you can tell me some things. I appreciate that. Lunatics token official. Wait, did you hit 100,000 subscribers over here? You got a check mark. Lunatics token always here for the community. Did you hit 100,000 subscribers? No, you didn't. I gotta check this. You'll probably know this before I figure it out. So you have a check mark because of how do you have a check mark already? Usually you have a check mark when you hit 100,000 subscribers, but you have a check mark at 788 subscribers. That's fantastic. I mean, it shows the legitimacy. That's great. Matt, you have the best live stream and moderators on YouTube. We do have great moderators, and we do have the best members. I'll tell you that. Matthew, don't ask about that check mark. That's fantastic that you got a check mark. Would you? But anyways, I'll leave it go. What are your thoughts on Ryoshi's new project, Tolsuka? I haven't even checked into it. I've heard somebody mention it, but I haven't even made anything there. It looks like FTX bought Voyager Digital. Does Voyager have something to do with Terra Classic? So you can buy Terra Classic on Voyager, and if Voyager went down, there would have been a lot of tokens that were either in limbo or sold for pennies on the dollar, or sold for whatever values they are. Um, but yeah, I think hmm, I think that's good news for Voyager, good news for the holders, good news for the investors that are in that are a part of Voyager. So if you have money on Voyager, like I said, you always want to consider the worst thing that could happen, because if you look at the best thing that could happen, I mean, the best thing is actually seeing it being bought out, and all of the investors getting their money back. And we see 1 cent this year. We can. I don't know if we will. Same old thing, pumped to 30-ish, and then I got to get out of here. Oh shoot! All right, I got to go take Harper to the bus stop really quick. All right, give me a second. Ugh. All right, now I'm cold. Matthew, I just came. Don't know if you answered or not, but the deposits and withdrawals are the 1.2% burnt from Binance following their last tweet, isn't it? Um, if you answered this, but the deposits and withdrawals are 1.2% burnt from Binance from following their last tweet. Yes. So they're going to be burning the 1.2% with deposits and withdrawals, and the numbers are accurate. They're actually going through all of that stuff. So yes, uh, I don't want to be rich. I will be adding weekly to my bag. I have 1.2 million staked, 1.2 in my trust, and 2.1 million stuck in Voyager. I just went. I just want enough to focus 100% on my company. Take 100,000. All right, I hear you, and hopefully that Voyager amount ends up. You end up being able to capture that Voyager amount because of, you know, the whole FTX thing. Matthew is walking his daughter to the school bus. I didn't walk her there. I drove her there. It's kind of cold, um, and Uh, it's all the way at the end of the street, which is like 3 city blocks, basically. I have a real question. Why did CZ change his mind and fully support the burn after putting on such a big act, not supporting it? So he's supporting the 1.2% for deposits and withdrawals. We have to understand what this is. This is on chain. This is not off chain. This is on chain. The 0.1% is going to be off chain, which is support, but also less support than what he would have had if he would have made the if we would have taken the deal with opting in. But it's ridiculous. It's like I don't know. He just gave us less of a deal. Walking is healthy. Well, it is. Usually I walk with her all the time when it's like warmer weather. Like if it's like 60 degrees or more, I'll walk with her. Um, but since it's 50 degrees right now, or technically borderline 50 degrees, um, it it's kind of cold. So my car's frozen over. I'm wearing shorts. Not a good look. I am gonna go and hit up the gym right after this, though. I have a couple of things I need to post, but I'm gonna go into the gym right after this because I have a garage gym, so I might as well just go and do it in there. Um, but running would be great as well. So I'm waiting for it to warm up, and then I'm gonna go for a quick like 1 mile, maybe 1.5 miles, something like that, right around the neighborhood. Around the edge of the neighborhood is around 1 mile. So same old thing. Pump to 30ish and then pump, and then dump it. It will take a year to drop a zero if we're lucky. That's not accurate. CZ is not fully supporting the burn. Yes, I would agree with that. He's not. Sir Matt, October 3rd, Binance Lunic burn or release report. Any guess on the amount? um, Probably somewhere around, right? Because you're going to see about 500 million, maybe 700 million. I would say less than 20 billion, but it's going to be, I would be surprised if it's more than 20 billion. I mean, we are seeing a lot of volume today. So with 2 billion that's flowing through there, I would say if we're looking at, let's go um, to Terra Classic and just look at the volume here. So if we're seeing, 1.3, technically 1.8 billion, uh, that's 1.8 million. Wait, that's right. There we go. And if we're seeing 800 million, plus the other Binance as well. So let's go by volume. Binance TR, whatever that is. I have never seen that platform, but basically you're looking at 800 to 900 million. So if you're looking at 800 to 900 million, if you plug that into this spreadsheet here, what we're going to see, let's just do 900 million. We can expect to be 3 billion in one day. So if we're doing 3 billion each day for the next 7 days, 3 times 7 is 21. So we're going to be looking at 21 billion that we can burn off. And I feel like that can, it's probably going to be somewhere around 21. I would say a little bit less, because we're going to see some that are around 1 billion, some that are around 2 billion, but not really much more that's around 3 billion. So max, I think, is going to be 21. The low point is probably going to be somewhere around 10 billion, but I would say let's look in between 10 and 20 billion. Probably on the higher side, maybe 15 and 20 billion. Did you include the future volume into the burn? I did not. Those numbers are for withdrawals and deposits. What? These numbers that I'm going for are not from with, are you talking about these numbers are for the 0.1% fee burn. You are going to have a bunch that flows through on-chain burns, and I don't know what number that is out of the 900 million that flows through there. What percentage of that is on-chain burns? I don't know. Probably maybe 10% of it. So let's go with 90 million that you can see for on-chain burns. So you're probably looking at 800 million there, and that's what you can see for the off-chain burns through Binance, through spot and margin trading. You should see 0.1%. It should be around 3 billion. So again, the high is going to be around 20 billion, which would be good. It would be great to see that per week, and it would take less time for it to play out. If we are seeing a billion that flows through Binance, it could take 7 years. It could take a little bit less time, but I guess I don't want to be happy with 0.1%, but something's better than nothing, right? So while we're fighting for the 1.2%, we can, be happy with the 0.1%. I mean, is MEXC doing on and off chain burns? I believe they are still doing that. I haven't followed the tax thing this much. Wait, you haven't followed it much. I'm asking where the numbers come from. Sorry. Where the burn numbers come from? So the 1.2% came from a proposal that was made by the Terror Rebels, or someone in the Terror Rebels, and Vegas, I believe. And basically it was to decrease the supply. At first it was like 3% or something, and then they ended up doing a 1.2%, which ended up passing. So that's where the 1.2% came. Matt, there is a maker and taker fee on 0.1%, so the burn should be 0.2%. No. So it's by the volume. So this is where we start to get into a confusing subject, right? Yes, there is a maker and taker fee. So you're looking at let's say 1% over here, 1% over here. However, it should be 1% as a whole if you're looking at the overall volume, right? So it shouldn't be, from what I understand, it shouldn't be 0.2%. If I'm wrong, I will gladly accept the fact that I'm being wrong, that I'm wrong. But it should be 0.1% of the total volume. But again, if I'm wrong, I will gladly accept if I'm wrong and update the spreadsheet accordingly. But I haven't seen anything on that. We can do the... Wait, what? Who else gave up on George from Cryptos R Us? Probably a lot of people. 7 years, I'm in. I think it can happen a lot sooner. And that's not including the on-chain burns, which will also have about 1 billion, maybe even to 3 billion in volume every day. And that's 1.2%. And then we can also include some of the other exchanges, which it could take, let's say, we can dial this down to like 3 years. Matt, is it okay to invest in Shiba right now? Shiba is at a lower point, so it's not it's not a bad time to invest. Um, because my cost basis is higher and I'm still holding on to it. Why am I in Terra Luna Classic going down like I'm going to Shiba? Um, so Shiba's not bad. They do have a plan, from what I'm understanding. They have some sort of a plan to where I can actually make positive videos about them. Let's see. Shiba is ranked what, 14th? Yeah, so it's up 5%. Is it a good time to invest in Shiba? I mean, it is up. I don't ever like to invest on green days. I like to invest on red days. So currently, it is still at the lower point than it is at that higher point. So, yeah, Matt, if for a burning Binance sends from their CEX to the burning address, then over total is another 1.2%, right? No. Um, then over total is another 1.2%. You're saying sending to the burn address on the Terra station, um, is that going to be a 1.2% burn? I mean, it is on chain, but no, since you're sending it through the burn address, is going, I think that's a separate thing. You're not going to see a portion come out because they're sending it to the burn address. So it's going to be the total amount that's going to the burn address. That's probably the only thing that, or one of the only things that is uh, not included. I don't know what other word I was trying to look for. I was trying to look for another word there, but I couldn't figure out what that word was. How many people do we have here? It says here we have 762 people. This will be the second ad that I put in the video. So that's great. Shib will mint millionaires. It's going to be funny. It's not an on-chain transfer. It's going to be an off-chain transfer? How can you do an off-chain transfer to a dead wallet? What's up? Good morning. Luna community. How's everybody doing? Will Shiba Eternity change the game, or will Shibarium? So Shiba Eternity is supposed to have the burn mechanism with it, 5% of revenue, right? So that's going to really change the game for what the ecosystem is doing, because that's their first burn that they have done, right? That's the first burn that they have done there. Um, and then the next burns. I mean, once you do it once, you're gonna notice how much of an effect it has, and then you're gonna continue to do it. So Shibarium should be something really big, and then other things should be a major factor as well. But I think everything needs to fall back to Shiba Inu in some form of a use case or burn, and then we'll see how things roll. I'm gonna go to members only because at 8:30 I'm gonna go to Twitch. We're gonna go over to Twitch. It doesn't seem like we have like a crazy amount of people here, anyways. I mean, we have about 700 people, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but I am gonna go to members only right now. Do you believe Binance will either going to buy out Terra or just dump a lot of to the burn address? Do you believe that Binance is either going to buy it? I think they want to increase their bottom line, so just holding Terra is okay. You're a machine, Matt. I don't think so. Well, FTX buys Voyager. I know it's good. The deal's not final though, but it's close. Are we burning enough with all the burns happening, not just in 1.2? Um, so are we burning enough with all the other burns? So 1.2%, the 0.1%, the 1.2% off chain for MEXC, also any other burns from like Lunic DAO or from Lunatics token. Yeah, we're burning a decent amount. I would love to see more and more burn, billions a day. But it takes time. It takes time to build all this stuff. We're definitely at a way better spot than we are with Shiba Inu, I'll tell you that. Um, what happened to you on Twitch in the AM, brother? So I am now an affiliate, so I can't go live at the same time I'm live on YouTube. I want to, and I can't wait until they change that, and I don't know if they ever will. But I have to now go live on Twitch after my YouTube stream, which is going to be ending in about 20 minutes at this point. He goes live on Twitch at 9 a.m. It's going to be 8:30 today. So it depends, right? It's going to be 8:30 to maybe 9:30 or maybe 10. We'll see. It might be just 9:30 because I do want to get like a workout in and all this other stuff. Good morning, money makers. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. What is next for Lunic? Burns alone are not the answer. $1 when? 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 10 years. No, I expect this to happen within 1 to 2 years. Other people think it's going to be 2 to 3 years for it to get to $1. But it's not only about the burns; it's about utility, right? They're looking to bring back utility. Um, members only. Jacket the way. What? Wait. I used to have a members only jacket way back. Okay. So I don't know why I see words completely different. Anyways, um, but yeah, I think it's about utility. Once they bring utility back, bring some of the utility back, and also include new utility, I think we'll be set. But I think where we're started is we need to re-peg USTC, create some security for USTC, make sure that Terra Luna Classic is at a reasonable state price wise, and then also just keep developing new things. why did why did Binance made an on-chain tax announcement today? Um, weren't they already doing that? So yes, they were, but there was an issue. So there's a problem with like deposits and withdrawals where I believe they were like you couldn't really have the tax implemented on it. So there was a big problem there, and also withdrawals and taxes were like paused for a while. So now everything is supposedly fixed within Binance. I think Binance will consider to increase their fee if the first couple of batches works, maybe 0.2% or 0.3%. It's possible. I guess baby steps at this point. I can't chat on Twitch, so I check out. You can't chat on Twitch. I was gonna say you can't twat on Titch. You can't you can't chat on Twitch. Why can't you chat on Twitch? How can we get cryptocurrencies implemented in the real video games that exist like COD? Imagine if you could pay for DLC with Lunic. That would that would burn so much supply. 100%. I don't know how you do it, but you need to have conversations with them to make sure that that works. The problem with those real games, the games that we see on Xbox and PlayStation and all these other places, or it would only be for computer-based COD players or something like that. But you could have that happen. The problem with that is that majority of those companies are run by people who really don't believe in the future of cryptocurrency. So they may not want to associate with things like that because they don't know what will collapse, what will take over the world, and all that other type of stuff. John, thank you for becoming a member, and Sammy, thank you for becoming a member as well. So that's the problem I think with real games. I feel like it would be amazing if you saw, you know, all of the different things that we add on to be purchased with Lunic, or even have a play to earn game to where you're earning cryptocurrency and then you can use that cryptocurrency to buy it, just like you would with VC on NBA 2K. You earn cryptocurrency or you earn VC to play the game, and you just spend that money within the game. You can't take it out of the game, but you spend that money within the game, and it gives you like you'll see other people that invest outside the game that now can increase their value based on how many people are playing the game. It would be huge. Why won't it let you? Matt, when it dries off, I'm going wait. When it dries off, I'm going golfing. It's an awesome time a year to hit 18. Yeah, I think yesterday I got to play a little bit of golf, but I always pay for 18 and only play 9 because there's just so many people in front of me and I have to wait. I don't want to wait. And especially since I have to pick Harper up and get videos recorded and all this other stuff, I have to be back by like 2:30. So if I go golfing at 11, I got to be back by 2:30. It usually only takes me about an hour and a half to play. It can take me 2 hours to play a full round of golf. Um, but while I'm recording, it takes me a little bit longer. So it could take me an hour and a half to play 9 holes instead of an hour. So it could take me 3 hours to play a full round as long as I don't have anybody in front of me. It should be a lot less time. Typically, like I said, it'll take me an hour and a half to 2 hours to play a full round of golf um, without recording. But recording is like a whole nother person with me because I'm talking to the camera and setting up the camera, um, doing all the extra stuff. Richard, thank you for being a member for 4 months. I appreciate that. And Rodney, you a member for 2 months here. Thanks for your help, advice the last few months. Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. What do you think of XRP? So XRP for me is a more of a swing trade play. I don't really have uh, long term thoughts or long term mindset for any type of cryptocurrency really, unless it pays me some sort of APY. Like Kronos, I have a long term mindset with Kronos because it pays me an APY. Also, Cosmos pays me an APY as well. If I look at Lunic right now, I'm getting paid an APY, so I do have some sort of a long-term mindset with a portion of it. Um, but anything else, I'm really not looking at a long-term output from it. But short-term plays, XRP definitely shows a lot of strength, peaks and valleys, very strong peaks and valleys, and we've seen it at some of these higher highs. It's just we need the cryptocurrency market to recover for XRP to start to get back to a form of normalcy. What do you think where Lunic will be by the end of the year? I'm still thinking it'll be around a half a penny to a penny, um, but we may be fighting around that zero point 0.001 to zero point 0.004 range, depending on what the burns look like, how aggressive the burns get, what the utility looks like, all that stuff, all of the different steps that we're taking in order to make all this happen. I mean, we got what, 3 months left? Uh, October, November, December. We got 3 months left, and we need to see some really decent activity. Um, and I think we can definitely see a push or a pump up to zero point 0.001, losing that zero. But from going from 0.001 to 0.002 is doubling that market cap, which is going to be a pretty sizable market cap, right? You're looking at a $6 billion market cap there. You would be looking at a $12 billion market cap at 0.002, and then obviously a $24 billion market cap at not 24. You're adding on another six, so it would be a $18 billion market cap, and then a $24 billion market cap at 0.004. So it's not to say that it would not happen. And even 1 penny would be a $60 billion market cap, which is insane. But we've seen cryptocurrencies with no utility that get to that spot. So I've had one hole in one on a par 3 course at the beach. I felt so good for the rest of the trip. So I've never had a hole in one yet. I've played probably hundreds of rounds of golf, right? Not thousands, but hundreds of rounds of golf. I have not had a hole in one yet. I've been extremely close. I've been 2 inches away from the hole. I've been literally on the lip of the hole. I used to play at this par 3 course near my house, or it was near my house. I don't live there anymore, but where I would play Village Greens. It was a place that now is going to be houses that they're developing. And I used to play that par 3 course all the time, and I got some of the closest not hole in ones, but almost hole in ones I've ever had, right? They, 130 yards away, 140 yards away, 93 yards away, stuff like that. I would be, inches away from the hole. Um, so yeah, I'm still waiting on my first hole in one. I've been very close, but I haven't been able to get one yet. I've known some really really good golfers that have yet to have a hole in one. It's it's purely based on luck, right? Yes, you have to have some form of skill to at least hit the green, but then after you have that skill, it's purely based on luck. It really is because the hole is like so small. You can't get a hole in one every single time. Sounds really bad taken out of context. Yeah, I was talking to my wife about this. I was like, golf is like a sus. It seems like a sus sport at this point because it's like, uh, they were talking about. I was watching some golf videos and they were like, yeah, he's 2 inches inside me or 6 inches inside me, and I was like, come on now, like how are you? If you literally take that out of context, it doesn't sound good, right? It doesn't sound good at all. Strokes doesn't sound great. You're trying to make it in the hole. Like it's just everything about it is pretty sus there. Yo, what's up, Matt? Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Um, we need more discussion and ideas on utility ideas and long term growth. Who in the Luna community is in charge of growth? Um, I don't think anybody's really in charge of growth. I think the community is in charge of growth because since we have a like a true governance system here, it's really us that are in charge of it, right? If someone puts something forth and says that this is good utility, we want to make sure that we have them talk about that, and then the community is in charge of getting that growth out there. So nobody's really in charge of growth. Come on, guys, sounds sus too. Yeah, I guess it does. All right, we need to dial it back a little bit. Guys, we're almost at 700 likes. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. We got about 7 minutes here, and then we're gonna go over to Twitch. Did you hear that Lunatic's NFTs will drop this weekend, or at least um, are set to drop Saturday? I didn't hear about that. I knew that they were gonna drop soon, but I didn't know that they were gonna drop this weekend. That's good to know. Very, very good to know. Disney hiring it for NFTs? Hold up. I'm telling you, if the big boys start doing NFTs, that's where things start to get really valuable. Mr. P, wait to see if it comes down some. I'm way up on XRP. I've been waiting to load up on XRP. When's a good time? Uh, so let's look at the previous prices and where we stand compared to the all-time high. Right. So if we go a year ago and look at one of the highs, we're going to see that we're at sort of a higher point, not at the highest point because we know that we have growth, but really you're going to be looking at maybe 2x return versus a 3x return. But if you can see this pull back a little bit, that would be great. And a lot of people are expecting the markets to continue to stay low for a little bit, at least until next year. So um, we'll have to wait and see. You need to watch the Robin Williams video about golf. So funny. I'll have to check it out. Are you still bullish on Krill? Is it too late to enter? I don't think so. I'm still bullish on Krill. Krill is currently at 38 cents. It's up a little bit from where it was at 36 cents, but it has a long way to go, right? When the market becomes bullish, this is going to be one of those plays that I think really takes off. Only 50 million in total supply is on some of the most popular platforms here, where you're looking at Coinbase. I mean, the most popular platform there, in my opinion. Um, and you look at crypto.com, that's pretty popular. KuCoin, popular. Obviously, you want to see things, more get launched on more platforms. But being launched on even these platforms, when you see things start to run and you see this as an opportunity at 38 cents and where it was previously, I mean, things are just going to run for this. Are you investing in XRP? Not anymore. I invested in XRP, made a little money, and got out. Big news in the NFT space at the moment. Is Apple going to allow NFT sales within apps on iOS? That would be cool. Sounds good. Appreciate it, fellas. Yep, no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, I need to start doing like 2 hours on YouTube and then doing like an hour or 30 minutes on Twitch or something. Welcome to the welcome to Make Money member, Tank Crypto. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's where I stand with Krillcoin. Still have mine, still have 10,000 now. Let's see how many we have burned off, or how many coins we've burned off with the burn tax. 2.08 or almost 2.1 billion. So I think they're catching up on Lunatic's token. If you look at the top burners, you're seeing the 1.2% burn tax right here. I'm not sure if MEXC still burning, because I haven't seen them increase in the amount of burns in a while. They were doing it every day, but I haven't seen them do any burns. That was Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo. MEXC burn right here on the 26th, 200,000. MEXC 100,000. So yeah, I don't know, but the burn tax is very close to the top spot, and I'm sure they will take it over by the end of this week. I would hope by the end of today, because they need to. We need to see billions go through every day. Can you see Lunit going back to 0.00018? Can I see it go back there? Yeah, I can definitely see it go back there. It's just depending on if investors will let it go back there. Um, Matt, will you consider a video in INV, inverse finance? I could probably do a separate video on, like, as a member video. Probably not a video on, like, that's out there, because I don't know what it is, and it's not something that I just want to create brand new videos for. Or I can look at changing one of the channels into a new cryptocurrency channel, as in, like, I look at brand new cryptocurrencies that people ask me to look at, and talk about those, if you guys want to, because I don't I don't know if I will be doing those Shiba Inu burns. I might have to not do that. Um, I still have to, I believe, use the revenue to burn off what I believe we should burn off. But the point is that I feel like they should be taking the boatload of this burn, and I don't have enough time to do that anyways. With all of the other videos and content that I am creating, so I cannot do that. But I could turn that channel into just like a crypto based channel, to where we take suggestions on new cryptocurrencies, any cryptocurrencies that people want me to look into. We look into a brand new cryptocurrency there and break it down, um, you know, in depth. That would be good. I agree with that. Make one for new cryptos, because yeah, because I talk about Terra Luna Classic and Shiba Inu a lot, so I can make a brand new thing for new cryptocurrencies to really, shine light on them, but then also talk about them to see if I agree with everything that they're doing. Which, just because I don't agree with something doesn't mean that you um, you don't need to, like, you shouldn't invest into it, right? Everybody can find a positive play out of something that could be negative or positive, right? So yeah, you agree with that? All right, perfect. You are a great resource for crypto moves and understanding Bro, I'm a Hexican, so you're part of Hex, and I never miss your or you, and I never miss your show. You're so relevant and useful. Thank you for having a passion to deep dive every day. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I love doing this. I love talking about cryptocurrency. Um, Matt, are you talking about changing the Let It Burn channel? I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Um, to something completely, not completely different, still about crypto, but I feel like the boatload of the burn um, should be on the ecosystem devs, and if they're looking to jump into that and do that with the game, and also do it with the with Shibarium and any other thing that they develop, that would be great. Love the friendly burn competition. Um, uh, all works to our benefit. True. True. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Patreon, the link is in the description to follow me on Patreon. You can follow me there, and get some different updates and stuff, some day trading, swing trading updates, and some buy alerts, sell alerts whenever I decide to make a move. Also, if you guys want to follow any of my other YouTube channels, feel free to go and follow any of my other YouTube channels here. And this one YouTube channel is my golf channel. Feel free to check that out. Link is in the description. But you can search Matt Perry Golf and you can see, my golf channel here. We had probably the most views that we've had on our channel in the last video, and we're going to keep making videos like that because that's what we do, is try and shoot par. We're going to shoot for 4 holes, then shoot for 5 holes, then shoot for 9 holes to shoot par, and hopefully we can just get better. That's really what it's all about, is just being a better golfer, and also be comfortable recording on the course as well. But yeah, I'm heading over to Twitch, so make sure you guys check out the Twitch link. Let me go ahead and um, link that here in the chat. So let me pin this. If you guys want to head over to Twitch, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys.